On this week's episode of GTD Weekly, Gears of War Judgment gets a release date, games are announced at Comic-Con, Steam is heading to Linux, Battlefield 4 is announced, Idle Thumbs is back after Kickstarter's success, Guild Wars 2 has final beta weekend, Fez updates in Limbo, and more.
Welcome to Overrun, a brand new competitive way to play Gears of War that's available only in Judgment.
Gears of War Judgment got its first official unveiling at E3 this year. The game now has a release date, and a new trailer details a new multiplayer mode called Overrun. Overrun will introduce class-based combat to the human faction in a destroy-the-base style mode. Gears of War Judgment is slated to hit Xbox 360 on March 19th, 2013.
Whoever does, wins. As a COG defender.
Comic-Con has expanded its scope over the past decade with a larger focus on movies, and games are now also getting some time at the big show. Announcements at Comic-Con 2012 included word from Capcom that fan-favorite fighting game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is getting an HD re-release, and Activision announced a Deadpool game. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure will hit XBLA and PSN next month for $20, and High Moon Studios' Deadpool game is slated for early next year.
Come on, let's scratch that Deadpool itch. Back, back, back! Reloading.
Valve has finally spilled the details on its plan to release Steam on Linux. Valve lists the three initial goals of the project as getting the Steam client into Linux with full functionality, optimizing a version of Left 4 Dead 2 running at a high frame rate with OpenGL, and porting additional Valve titles. No exact timeline has been set for the release, but Left 4 Dead 2 is reported to be already running stable on Ubuntu 12.04. Battlefield 3 may still be smack in the middle of its planned lineup of DLC releases, but Battlefield 4 has already been confirmed by EA. In a curious turn of events, the next game in the huge franchise was announced via pre-order incentive for Medal of Honor Warfighter. Those who pre-order will get access to the Battlefield 4 beta set for fall 2013, presumably a few months before release of the final game. That puts it square into presumed next-gen console release territory. Popular and GTD favorite gaming podcast Idle Thumbs wrapped its successful Kickstarter campaign earlier this year. The podcast is now officially relaunched, and Steam codes for the backer-exclusive edition of Blendo Games' 30 Flights of Loving have been sent out. Backer-exclusive content includes a special Goldblum mode. For those who are not backers, the game will be available for purchase on Steam sometime soon. If you haven't tuned in before, do yourself a favor and check out the podcast at idlethumbs.net. ArenaNet has been holding a series of Guild Wars 2 beta weekends leading up to the release of the game. The third and final beta event is currently underway and ends on July 22nd. New additions include two new races, the Asura and Sylvari, a new PvP map, the Keg Brawl minigame activity, access to the real money-based gem store, and more. Guild Wars 2 is set for release on August 28th. Fez's development has seen no shortage of drama, and things don't seem to have died down post-release. After shipping with technical issues, an initial patch was issued that fixed some things and introduced new problems. Polytron and creator Phil Fish have since issued a statement saying the game won't be updated any further due to exorbitant certification fees imposed by Microsoft. Microsoft responded saying it reached out to the developer to help resolve the issue. Fish has since alluded to a forthcoming release on Steam once the XBLA exclusivity window has lapsed. And now, random coolness from the week. Check out the evolution of PC games from our cohorts over at Polygon. And that's GTD Weekly for this week. Make sure to check the description area for links to our Twitter, the full stories, and our partners. If you like the show, please subscribe, like the episode, and spread the word. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back again next Saturday.